everybody, it's Tina from Frugal, Fun, and Fabulous. Hello, Happy New Year. I hope you all are well. I know I haven't been on here for a while, but I am hopefully planning on, fingers crossed, trying to put a lot more content on this channel. I really miss you guys. I miss the channel. You know, it's just been really hectic the last couple of years. I haven't had a chance to film a lot of extra videos. My other YouTube channel is doing very well. You know, we've got a whole group of people over there now, and you know, it's great. I just haven't had a lot of time to focus on this channel. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well, and I am back today with something really random but that I think you might enjoy, and that is an Asian grocery haul. We have an Asian grocery store here in St. Petersburg, Florida, called MD Market, and it is fantastic. It's actually an old it's a large grocery store that was purchased by these people, or rented and then converted into an Asian market, but they have cuisine from every corner of the world, like all different Asian. They've got Korean, they've got Chinese, they've got Japanese, I mean, everything you can think of is there. It's a wonderful market. It's always packed full of people, and a lot of people come from far away just to go to this place. So I'm gonna show you guys what I bought. I did spend quite a bit of money there today. I have no self-control in that market because I am absolutely obsessed with a lot of the different foods and drinks, and just the culture, you know, is amazing. So there's cool, they sell so many cool things. It's really hard to walk out of there with just a couple of things. All right, in no particular order, I'm gonna start here. Okay, so the first thing that I have is some meat, actually. So this is pork belly that I got there. I have not cooked pork belly yet, and so it is one of the things I would like to learn how to cook. This was $7.76 for a 1.8 package container, 1.8 pound package container. So I thought that was a pretty good price, so I'm gonna teach myself how to do some pork belly. The next thing that I got is some bones. So I got these pork bones here. And then I also got these, these are beef oxtails. So with those, I intend to make a Vietnamese noodle soup called pho. I really love pho. I order it quite a bit to have. Emmy loves it too. It's one of our favorite foods. So I really would like to try to, you know, get a really good solid recipe down. There's tons of recipes here on YouTube. So I've been wanting to try it for a while. So that's what those bones are for. I will be making that in the Instant Pot, and perhaps I will film a video of me doing that too. All right, the next thing that I did grab here, and this is a beef flank steak. I don't have exact plans for this yet, but I do believe that I'm going to either put it in my pho or perhaps do a little bit of a Korean-inspired barbecue beef with it. All right, so, and I'm sorry about me looking down, guys. I haven't filmed a haul in so long, I forgot kind of how to do it. All right, so next we've got some snacky foods. Lay's potato chips. This is a seaweed flavor, and these are from Taiwan, just in case you're wondering. It's where they're made anyway. I don't know where they sell them particularly, but yes, different flavored Lay's. So this is seaweed. I always buy like Lay's when I go there because they always have those cool, unusual flavors. I know I have more around here somewhere, but I do not have them in here. I did get some rice paper. This is for fresh spring rolls. Love, love, love Vietnamese spring rolls. One of my favorite foods. I grabbed some ramens. This store has an entire aisle of ramen and an entire aisle of rice. It's amazing. And I'm talking hundreds of different kinds and flavors. This brand is called Mama. I actually like them. They're one of the cheaper brands, but I enjoy the ramen that they make. So those are beef flavored ramen. These are things from my shop. So I have an Etsy shop, and I make magic products. So these are some of the things that I use. These are lotus seeds here, and these are cloves, a big bag of cloves. Some more ramens. Yes, this is a kimchi flavored ramen. Delicious. This is a tonkatsu ramen. I love this. It's like a creamy chicken. It's like if you've had the real ramen, like at a restaurant, like that kind of ramen. It's that inspired broth. It's like a white chicken broth. It's so good. It's so, so, so good. And I did get 2 packs of those. What is this? Okay, so these are black tapioca pearls. also known as boba. So we make boba tea sometimes at home. We all enjoy it, myself, my employees, and Emmy. So this is an awesome ingredient to have. We're gonna be making some boba teas here at home, and these will be fun to learn how to use as well. All right, what else do we have here? This is for Emmy. She saw these and wanted them. This is a mango pudding snack. So you can see it's got these kind of like packets of pudding in there. So she's gonna be trying those out. Might be a little too sweet for me. I got an instant Thai tea mix packet. I love Thai tea. I crave it. It's like when I get pho, I know it's Thai, the tea, but when I get pho, most of the places that sell pho also sell Thai tea. It's like a red tea with a milk base. I use coconut milk in mine, but a lot of people use evaporated milk or half and half as well, is all fine, whatever your preference is. But it is so delicious, and just, it's hard to explain. Like it's not like a black tea. There's something else about it that makes it just like, it's a very unique taste, but it is so absolutely awesome. And I love making it. So I'm going to be making some of that. Next, I got these Vietnamese seasoning packets. So I'm gonna botch the names of these for sure. Tom Ko Tao maybe? And it gives you instructions on how to use each one on the back. Ko Tu, I'm thinking. And please forgive me, guys, I'm so sorry. And then in Bun Bo Hoi. I know, it's probably horrible. My Vietnamese viewers are probably thinking, oh my gosh, this squirrel is like completely botching our language, and I'm so sorry about that, guys. But what they are is they're seasoning packets, and it gives you, the thing I really liked about them is that in English on the back, it gives you a recipe to use with them. So this will kind of allow me to experiment with different, Vietnamese recipes that I may or may not have tried before. Next, to go with my Thai tea, I do have some coconut milk, and I got a couple cans of that. These are really handy to keep on hand anyway, because they're good in so many things, but those are going to be specifically for my Thai tea. Let's see what I got. Okay, so for Emmy and also for my employee Tyler, banana milk. All right, so these are like a juice box, but they have banana flavored milk in them instead of juice. Looks pretty tasty to me. I also grabbed some cans of evaporated milk. Again, these could be used for Thai tea or, whatever I need to use them for. So I just needed to have some out here at the house. Here's the instant boba pack that I got. So in this, you need, I think it comes with the boba beads already in it, so I won't need to add the other ones, but I have mix for the other ones. But you put milk and ice in this and kind of shake it up is what it looks like, and it's an instant boba drink. And if you don't know what boba is, it's bubble tea. So it has those tapioca pearls in it. It's scrumptious. So I got that. What else did I get in here? Yes, so I got these for Emmy as well. These are, let me see, a mango flavored yogurt drink mix. It's like a Danimal, but made in, I think these are Japanese. Let me see. I don't know. Please forgive me. I'm trying to look on here to see. I have no idea actually where they're from. But anyway, it's like a Danimal, a yogurt drink, what we have here in the States for kids. So I got those for Emmy. All right, moving on to the next bag. You'll see a lot of little snacky kind of candy things in here as well. Emmy loves them, so I always let her pick out a few things every time we go. All right, so these are marshmallows. We had a similar treat from them last time we went. These are really good. Cotton candy flavored, I believe, marshmallows, but they're just very soft and fresh tasting. They're super good. All right, next I have these rice vermicelli noodles. These are for pho, and these are also, you can put these in the spring rolls, the wrappers that I showed you earlier, and they can act as a filling in that. This cream of corn soup mix just looked really interesting to me. This is actually a ready-to-go mix, but what I will probably end up doing, and I did buy to do with, is putting fresh shucked corn in there as well. But Emmy loves corn, and so do I, and soup is always a good thing, especially this time of year. Okay, this is probably interesting to a lot of you. I did get some different flavored Kit Kats. Now, I think there's actually one more bag somewhere in here, so you'll see to those in a minute. This was called dark matcha. Now, obviously, I can't read the label on here, but I don't know if that means like dark chocolate or if it's actually like a dark green tea powder or chocolate and green tea powder. In any event, I don't care. I'm sure they're delicious. This one, sparkling wine with strawberry. So super fun. And every time we go to the Kit Kats, they always have a different variety of some like cool Kit Kats. And I think those are Japanese, if I'm not mistaken. But it's a thing, you know, so I always get the new flavor, whatever has launched, you know, since the last time I've been. These are some Hello Panda chocolate stuffed candies with a crunchy shell. They look awesome. Those are for Emmy as well. And then I have here, I love Samyung ramen. These are Korean and they're amazing. If you watch the mukbang channels, they do these crazy nuclear noodle, you know, challenges with them, and that's how I found out about these. But they have a lot of different flavors now, probably 10 or 15 at least in the store that we go to, and these flavors are the hot chicken flavored ramen. It's actually like, I haven't had this one yet though. They have other hot chicken, like there's a black package and a pink package and a red package, and I've had all of those, but this green one I have not had yet, so I'm really excited to try them. All right, what else do we have going on in here? Okay, so this is a pho spice mix. So it's got in it cinnamon sticks, star anise, nutmeg, I think cloves, cardamom, licorice maybe, licorice root. So it's a spice mix to kind of start you off for the pho soup because it's a very aromatic soup, so you need all of those spices. I probably have them all already in my kitchen, but I just, you know, thought it would be easier because that's already pre-measured and done for you to start off with that. Okay, so in this bag we have different types of seasonings and things like that. This is a Korean hot pepper paste. We are making something called tteokbokki, which I'm botching as well tonight, but it's a Korean rice cake and it looks like it's like cylindrical and about 1 inch long. I have a package of them that are thawed out in my sink right now, so I'm going to be making that. This is a Korean barbecue sauce. Again, with that flank steak, I may use that with this and try that out. This is a new spice that I wanted to try, super hot chili powder. Big fan of spicy stuff, if you can't tell already. But yes, so I got that to try. It's gonna go in my spice cabinet, but I'll also be using it a lot as I'm preparing these foods. And then these are interesting too, crisp bamboo shoots, and they are in chili, like hot chili oil. I don't know how spicy they are, but I'll be finding out tonight because I'm gonna have some with my tteokbokki. Let's see what else we've got. Another can of coconut milk, and then, ooh, I'm such a fan of this. Pickled red chilies. These are called bird chilies or Thai chilies. And these are so spicy and so good. I make hot sauce out of them. Like I roast them in the oven, grind them up in the blender with some vinegar and some other, oh my gosh, you guys, it's so good. Like they're spicy. Like when I say spicy, I mean like burn your mouth, you know, make you want to cry spicy, but it's perfect for me. I love that stuff. All right, so moving on to the next bag. I told you guys this was a big haul, like no joke. Okay, these are all drinks. So we got 5 different Ramoons for Emmy, and what these are is it's called, we call it the marble soda. So in the top here, there's a little marble that you push down with the plunger, which is this, and it gets caught here in the neck of the bottle, and that's how you open it. It's kind of a novelty thing for kids. I don't think that really adds anything to the drink. It doesn't make it taste different or anything like that, but it's just for kids. It's not a choking hazard because the marble actually gets stuck the way the bottle is shaped. It can't come back out. So it's not really a worry that, you know, kids would choke on it. You would think like, well, a marble in the drink, that's probably not too smart. But if you see what I mean when you open this, it's not, you know what I mean? It's not a hazard. So Emmy loves these. We got her 5 different flavors. She wanted to try them all. So she got pineapple mango, kiwi. This one is watermelon or just melon, sorry. And then we got also cherry, I think. Yeah, cherry flavored. And what else? Lychee flavor. So a bunch of those for her. And I really like these because they're actually very delicious. Like, you know, I don't drink, like I'm not a big candy and sweets person. I'm not saying I never drink it because I definitely drink my share of soda, especially when I'm in the mood for it. But those are not overly sweet. They're different. They're sweet, but I feel like and I haven't really verified this, but I feel like the sugar content's probably a little less than our traditional American sodas, you know, so it's just, I don't know, I really like it. They're very refreshing. Okay, so on to the adult beverages here, mommy's drinks. I got a couple of bottles of sake. So this is, the name is BUN sake. I don't know how it is, but it's Japanese rice wine. This one in particular has gold flake in it. You see the gold? I thought that was so cool. And the bottle, I will definitely save this bottle. They called it a lava lamp bottle, I think. I will definitely be saving this to put flowers in. I'll use it as a vase. I always have fresh flowers in my house. So it's, you know, I think this will be really cute on my bookshelf in my room. This is another, oh, an Aladdin bottle, sorry. So this is another bottle of sake, and this is a like cloudy nigori type sake. I haven't tried these yet, but I'm a big fan of sake in general, so hopefully those will be good. Next, I got a deep roasted sesame dressing. This is the same kind of dressing that you would get like at a Japanese steakhouse. But the sesame dressing to me, I love. There's different kinds. You can get like a ginger dressing, sesame dressing, you know, there's different styles of Japanese salad dressing, but this deep roasted sesame kind of called my name. I love sesame oil, and so I'm hoping that it brings a lot of that to the table. The next thing that I love so much, guys, is a seasoning called Maggi, and it's very popular in a lot of Asian cuisine. I believe this is German. Don't get me, like, don't quote me, please. But my family, growing up, my family used Maggi in everything. They're German. And we always had it, like, it was just used in like our spaghetti sauces and our roast and everything like that. I have a bottle in my cabinet, and I kid you not, like I will walk by it and just take like a swig out of the bottle, even though it's like a very salty kind of soy sauce type of condiment. It just tastes delicious to me. It tastes like childhood. So like I'll you know, take a couple of like little tiny, you know, sips from it whenever I feel the urge to do that, and it's delicious. But that one is a hot and spicy one, as you saw, so I'm excited to try that. I have never tried that one. Okay, this is hot pepper sauce for tteokbokki. So those are the tteokbokkis that I'm talking about. That's what I'll be making for dinner tonight, and this sauce is part of the sauce that you use to make tteokbokki, if that makes sense. It goes along with that, you know, the paste that I was talking about, but this is part of it as well, and it's specifically for tteokbokki, and this is Korean. Okay, let me put this down, and then I'll grab the next bag. I'm sure you guys are waiting to see what else I came up with. All right, those are the Ramoons. Okay, so a couple of little things from produce. Actually, I got quite a bit of produce. I'll show that all to you. It's not all together, and I'm sorry, this is kind of all over the place, but I just literally brought it in and needed to do the haul real quick so I can put this stuff away and get dinner started. Okay, so little miniature bananas, which are just adorable. These, of course, are for Emmy, so for her to have like a snack, you know, for school, in her lunch boxes, things like that. These are called egg fruits, and I have not had them yet, but I did see someone on YouTube actually eating them the other day, and they described them as like very creamy, and they made it sound really good. So I just happened to see them today and picked up a few. I need to look this up because I don't think these are ripe yet, so I need to do a little research on these. There's one that I got, the tiny one, that's actually soft. So I hope that's not overripe. We'll see. I have to Google it. I don't know. But I'm excited to try those. It's a new fruit for us. I've never tried before. All right. So the next bag is the rest of my produce, I think. So usually there's pretty good deals to be had at the Asian market when it comes to produce. I also have a lot of things that you can't find at a conventional grocery store, but I usually pick some things up while I'm there. These little cherry tomatoes, Emmy and I eat these for a snack. Like this is, we love tomatoes, we love them. I keep a little bowl on my counter next to my fruit bowl, and we just eat them. So I know that might be weird to some, but we are absolute tomato lovers. So I got some of those. Oh my gosh, these are the peppers I was talking about. These are the hot Thai chilies. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna make hot sauce, but look how insane I am. I'm gonna also add, it doesn't specify what brand these are, but they look like habaneros. So I'm gonna be making some hot sauces, maybe 2 different kinds. I'll probably do like a fruit, like based hot sauce, like a cherry habanero, or, you know, pineapple Thai pepper or something like that. Is kind of what I'm in the mood to do. So Emmy's gonna be with her dad this weekend, so this is what I'll be working on. All right. So I also just grabbed, because I needed some for the house, just some regular plain tomatoes. And then I also grabbed, like I mentioned earlier, for the soup and for whatever else we want to make this week, a couple of ears of corn. Actually, it was 5 ears for $5. Pretty expensive, right? But corn is out of season right now, so I feel like it would probably have cost the same at Publix. All right. So next we're gonna go on to some household goods. We're almost through. I got 3 more bags after this. All right, so these are little altar candles that we get there, and I love using these for the prosperity service that I do on my other channel every week. They're great candles. They burn really well, and I think these are the intention of them. If you go into some like Asian-owned businesses, right? They usually in the front of the place have an altar to their ancestors where they leave money, fruits, drinks, you know, snacks, stuff like that. And these candles are intended, I believe, to go in those altars. There's little like candle holders throughout the thing, and it's usually like an elaborate kind of yay big thing, but there's, you know, holes in them for that, and I think that's what these are for, the intended use. If I'm incorrect, please correct me down in the comments. I would love to know, you know, if I'm wrong here, but I think I'm right on that. But I use them for a prosperity service that I do weekly on my other channel. This is a bamboo steamer basket that I needed to get, and you'll see why in a second because I got some buns. But I don't have one of these yet, and so I, you know, thought, you know what, let's make today the day that I get one of these. I need to learn how to use it. I guess you put, I'm guessing, I need to YouTube this, but I'm guessing you put this over like a pot of boiling water, and then that way you can steam the food that's inside, but I do need to look that up and find out. And then the last thing in the household goods is this tea and coffee pot. This was very affordable at $3.99. And you know what this is a teapot, but inside of it, it has a little area where you can put your loose leaf teas. I have a ton of tea. I love to drink tea. I don't drink it enough because I'm usually on the go. But one of the things that I also wanted to, you know, kind of bring back to my life that have kind of lost being a business owner and a single mom at the same time is my tea, because I really do enjoy tea. I enjoy making herbal blends, and I enjoy trying herbal blends from different companies. But there is the basket there. So you put your loose tea in there, pour some hot water in and let it steep, and then you can pour this into, it strains it for you automatically, and you can pour that into your teacup. All right, so let's, okay. So a couple more bags, guys, couple more bags. All right, so more produce. I got a big thing of ginger. I use this in different recipes. I also juice it and make ginger shots. They're awesome. Very not for the faint of heart, but very good to me. This is green onions, of course, and they're just good for all sorts of things. These are little enoki mushrooms. I put these in a lot of different things. I love putting them in my ramen. I usually make the ramen with like an egg or, you know, something added to it. I'll sometimes put cheese in it, which is really good too. And then I love adding these enoki mushrooms and green onions and all kinds of good stuff to my ramen. So I got them for that. And they last a very long time in the fridge, which is unusual. For some reason, they can be in there a month and they'll be fine. This is some Thai basil. I love this stuff, and it is so, it's got a very unique flavor. It's different than our regular conventional like Italian basil. I love that too, don't get me wrong, but this stuff is good. And the best thing about this is it propagates so well. You can take a stem, like this stem here, and set it in a glass of water, and you will have an entire big basil bush. Like I can do a whole planter full of basil based on this one package, and have basil, look, I can eat all of this basically and save the stems to make plants from it, which I really enjoy doing. So I got that for that, and it's awesome to have the basil in the garden. All right. So this is one of the things I'm most excited about. I have not seen this yet anywhere. I don't know if you guys maybe have on YouTube or something, but this is the Samyung, the bulldog carbonara hot chicken flavored fried rice. So remember how I was saying they make the noodles in like the pink package? It's the same company. So I've had the noodles of this flavor, but it's a fried rice. I'm so excited about these. So I got that one, and I also got this other hot chicken flavor. I don't know. I think the black one is hotter than the pink one. I'm pretty sure, because this is carbonara. I'm not sure though. Either way, they're spicy and they're so good. I also got some udon noodles, and this just looked absolutely delicious. It says Asian style noodles with soup base. So that's basically the starter for a soup. And then like they did there on the picture, you can put whatever you want in your udon. But udon noodles are really thick, chewy, delicious noodles. I love them. They're probably, I would venture to say, probably my favorite type of noodle. I really enjoy them. So I'm excited to try that. And then here are the buns that I'm going to be making. You see they're in the bamboo steamer basket. So that's why I needed the steamer basket. So I'm going to be making these buns in my steamer basket, and I'm really excited to figure out how to do that too. All right, so almost finished, almost finished. All right, so we've got in this bag, oh yeah, a couple of little snacky treats. Some boba milk tea. This is just an instant tea that you make, and I don't think it has the boba balls in it, but of course I bought those separately so I can put those in if I choose. This is some pickled mustard greens. I love mustard greens, and I love pickles. So I was just craving something like pickled today. I don't know why. Sometimes you just crave pickles, right? So I'm gonna be trying that out for the first time, and hopefully that's pretty good. All right, last bag here. Okay, so like I said with the Lay's, I have a thing with them. Italian red meat sauce flavored Lay's. So fun. And then another bag of Lay's. What is this? Oh, chicken flavored Lay's. So sounds good, right? I'm excited to try these. I think they're gonna be great. They always are. I haven't really had one that I didn't like yet. Another flavor of Kit Kats, guys. Strawberry cheesecake. What? I'm so in. I'm so down for this. I'm so excited for the Kit Kats. I have to wait till after dinner, but they're surely gonna be good. And then this is a spicy hot pot base. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Korean hot pot is one of the things that I love. I had it when I was younger. I used to go to a Korean restaurant when I lived in Germany with my friend who was a linguist, and she was American, white girl, but spoke fluent Korean. She was a linguist. So, we would go to these Korean restaurants, and then she would just bust out the Korean, and everybody would always be shocked. It was really fun. But she made a lot of friends in the Korean community in the town that we lived in Germany as well, and they were just amazing people. And we used to go eat hot pot at their restaurants. They were always so gracious and welcoming. Sorry, I'm kind of sharing my little memory stories there, but I've been, ever since then, I've been wanting to do a big hot pot at home. I think that would be really fun to do, and I love, love, love Korean food. If you can't tell, I bought a lot of it today, so I'm excited for that. Oh my goodness. So yes, I got another flavor of Kit Kat. So here it is, and let me figure this out, guys. Oh, I should have done a... Tyler, do you remember what these were? The white ones? I think he's got his earphones in. If any of my viewers might be able to translate that, that would be amazing. I can't remember what these were. It's killing me. Either way though, here's what they look like. They look pretty darn good. So I think that's 5 bags of Kit Kats that I got. All different flavors. Okay, and then these are star anise. These I use a lot in my shop as well. So I got those for my shop. And then these are for Emmy. These are the Hello Kitty chocolate filled marshmallow treats. You have not lived until you've had one of these. Like I said, I'm not a big candy person, not a big sweets person, but when I tell you that I was like, what? When I ate this, I was like, what is this? It's so, so good. Okay, my friends, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, I am really hoping and planning to be here on this channel a lot more starting now. I hope that, I can come up with some content that's really good and entertaining for everybody, and that we can kind of reacquaint ourselves with each other, because I do miss you guys. I miss doing content for this channel, and I miss just, everybody that was here and has been here for me. A lot of you guys transitioned over to my new channel. I'll have that link down below in case you're interested. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but it is an interesting channel for sure. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to check it out. I'll link it down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Much love, many blessings to everybody, and I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. Bye.